You're listening to Saturday Morning Media. And now, back to our show. Attraction Checklist is made possible by the Saturday Morning Media Patreon patrons. Patrons get to hear these shows up to a week in advance before they're released, and they get special downloads of just the recorded attraction audio for each episode. Consider becoming a patron today over at patreon.com/Saturday Morning Media. And thank you for your support. My name is Grandpa Choco, and I invite you to join me on my quest to learn about and experience every Disney park attraction I possibly can. This is Attraction Checklist. Welcome to Attraction Checklist. Let's head to Disneyland to conquer one of the park's many mountains. It's time to ride the Matterhorn Bobsleds. The Disneyland website describes the attraction by saying, careen through a snow-capped mountain on a speeding alpine sled while avoiding the clutches of the mythic Abomidable Snowman. Guests must be 42 inches or taller to ride, and Fast Pass and Single Rider options are available for this attraction. The thrill level describes the Matterhorn Bobsleds as being a thrill and water ride with small drops that is dark, loud, and scary. Now, before we begin our mountain climbing adventure, here are 5 fast facts about Disneyland's Matterhorn Bobsleds. 1. The Matterhorn Bobsleds opened at Disneyland on June 14, 1959. Located on the border of Fantasyland and Tomorrowland, the Matterhorn Bobsleds was officially not a part of any land until the 1970s, when the attraction became a permanent part of Fantasyland. 2. The Matterhorn Bobsleds hold the distinction of being the first tubular steel roller coaster in the world. 3. The ride's famous Abomidable Snowman was given the name Harold by Disney Imagineers when he took up residence in the mountain in the 1970s. 4. On January 5, 2015, the ride began an extensive refurbishment to install new effects and updated animatronics for Harold. One of the original Harold figures can now be spotted in the Collector's Collection at the Guardians of the Galaxy Mission Breakout attraction at Disney California Adventure. And 5. Yes, the rumors are true. There is a basketball hoop inside the Matterhorn. While not a regulation-sized half-court, there is a basketball hoop and a playing area in the attraction that is said to have been used by the mountain climbers who scaled the mountain. And now let's ride the Matterhorn Bobsleds. Along for the ride is John B. DeHaas, and after we ride, we'll give you our thoughts on this classic attraction. This is a binaural recording, so if you have headphones, put them on now, as we are about to experience the Matterhorn Bobsleds at Disneyland.
Down there, okay, the last 2. Thank you.
Attention, bobsled riders. You will soon be embarking on a thrilling race down the icy slopes of the Matterhorn. Before boarding, please study the seating diagram just above you. Once in a bobsled, please stow glasses, cameras, and any other loose items in a secure spot. Then, hold on for a thrilling alpine adventure. For your safety, remain seated with your seatbelt fastened. Keep your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the bobsled, and be sure to watch your children. Auf Wiedersehen!
Para su seguridad, permanezca sentado por el cinturón de seguridad ajustado y mantenga las manos, brazos, pies y piernas dentro del tobogán. Y cuiden sus pequeños.
Thank you. John, we just rode the Matterhorn Bobsleds here at Disneyland. Now, you didn't want to go on this because last time it's been rough, but they padded the seats a little bit.
It wasn't as bad. It was a little jerky in spots, but not as bad as Incredicoaster.
And you know what I thought was fun about this ride is there was actually a lot of times where you could see the other bobsled, and it made it a lot of fun.
Yeah. Racing.
What do you think of the updates? Did you write it before that they made the updates with like the new Abomidable Snowman?
I did, but I don't remember it. But all I know is this one has 2 Abominable Snowmans, and they both work. You hear that, Animal Kingdom? You hear that, Expedition Everest?
They say they're working on it. Someday.
It's 50 years old, and they got 2 that actually both work, and they worked awesomely, too.
Well, I love this attraction. The line seems to move quickly. I like that they have single... Sometimes, though, you can get stuck in that single rider line for a while.
Yeah, no, we got right on.
He put it, and we both got on the same car. So
I gave the guy a 5 spot.
Oh, you did? I see. That's how it works. Is this one you go on when you come to the park?
Now I will. I used to avoid it, but now it was pretty fun this last time, so I might go,
Once they fix those seats, because I went on it once and I was like, well, this is painful. Yeah. I can't go on this again. But now they fixed the seats and it's all good. So what's your rating on this?
I'm going to give it 8 out of 10 icy slopes.
8 out of 10 icy slopes. There you go. Thanks, John.
See ya.
Do you agree or disagree with our thoughts on this attraction? Or do you just want to let me know what attraction we should go on next? Send me an email at hello@SaturdayMorningMedia.com, or you can let me know via Twitter, where my username is ToasterBoy, and you can also post on the Attraction Checklist Facebook page over at facebook.com/attraction checklist. This episode was edited by Steven Staver. This show is a production of Saturday Morning Media and made possible by the Saturday Morning Media Patreon patrons who've gone to patreon.com/Saturday Morning Media and set up a monthly pledge for as little as $1 a month. Huge thanks to Shay Stewart, Myrn Lafferty, Jeff Peterson, Dale Gadania, Steven Staver, Jackie Klimo, Melissa Crawford, Dave Slusher of the Evil Genius Chronicles, Mike Conflin, Dorothy Bachoco, John D., Kathy Crawford, Brian Greer, Carrie Whitney, Chuck Tomasi from the Technorama podcast, Chris Foster, Stephen Ing, Clinton of ComedyForecast.com, Vicky DeVries, Mike Wobschall, Twitter user Butts and Gear, aka Wildcat, Eve Cunning, Mike Hamilton, Gaston Moreno, Reed Loveland, Ivan Asquith, Vanessa Whitney, Peggy Etra, Kristen Hogan of Squid Friends, David Akers, Zoe Palladino, Ellen Multari, Christopher Harris, Rachel Jackson of Vox Fabuli Puppets, Carolyn Weisner, John Petty, Rachel Hansen, Darcy Prevost, Fernando Torres, Ron McAdams, Pearly Q Magic, Jason Domer, Lee Barrett, Casino Skunk, The Misty Minute, Peter Capesser, Night Gig Studios, Joelle Rechtfertig, Adrian Rose Leonard, Earth to John Francis, RJ, Ginger J. Fitz, Megapodtastic, Paul Brunel, Jamie Hitchcock, Catherine Hannaford, Alan Gratz, Rachel Gibbous, John R. Donald, Jude Major, Miss Maudie and her buddies, Molly Smith, Phil Goodman, Emma Buntrock Muller, Jennifer Ballier, Nate Beagle, David Packman, The Trivia Puppet Company, and Annette Mateo of Puppetlandia. If you'd like to support this show and the other fun content from Saturday Morning Media, become a patron. Head on over to patreon.com/Saturday Morning Media and set up your monthly pledge today. You can also tell a friend about the show or leave the show a review on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Play, or wherever you get your podcasts. Thank you so much for listening. This show is copyright 2018 Saturday Morning Media, Grant Bachoco, executive producer, all rights reserved. www.SaturdayMorningMedia.com. You've been listening to Saturday Morning Media. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.